Welcome back, everybody. These are the best films, the films of 1954. Join me here at Yesteryear, and today let's check out the best films of 1954. Svengali, drama, music, and romance. The story of a genius who hypnotizes an artist model into becoming a great concert singer, and how she escaped from his influence only by his death. Svengali, drama, musical, and romance. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, adventure, drama, and family. A ship sent to investigate a wave of mysterious sinkings encounters the advanced submarine, the Nautilus, commanded by Captain Nemo. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. A Star is Born, Judy Garland and James Mason. Drama, musical, and romance. A film star helps a young singer and actress find fame, even as age and alcoholism send his own career on a downward spiral. A Star is Born. Bad Day at Black Rock. Crime, drama, and mystery. A one-armed stranger comes to a tiny town posing as a terrible past. Possessing a terrible past that they want to keep secret by violent means if necessary. Bad Day at Black Rock. The Barefoot Contessa. Crime, drama, and mystery. This is the life of a Hollywood movie star named Maria, as told by writer-director Harry Dawes, from being discovered in Madrid, Spain, until her funeral in Italy. The Barefoot Contessa. Beachhead, drama and war. In 1943, in the wake of the Allied amphibious landing on the Japanese-held Bougainville Island, 4 Marines are sent to scout the location of Japanese minefields. Beachhead, drama and war. Beat the Devil. On their way to Africa are a group of rogues who hope to get rich there, and a seemingly innocent British couple. Beat the Devil. Humphrey Bogart and Jennifer Jones. Next up we have is the movie Betrayed with Clark Gable, Lana Turner, and Victor Mature. Drama, history, and musical. A Dutch intelligence officer recruits an allied woman to act as liaison with dashing resistance leader the Scarf for a British attack on Arnhem. Brigadoon, fantasy, musical, and romance. 2 Americans on a hunting trip in Scotland become lost. They encounter a small village not on a map called Brigadoon, featuring Gene Kelly and Van Johnson. Brigadoon. Carmen Jones, drama, musical, and romance. Contemporary version of the Bizet opera with new lyrics and an African American cast. Carmen Jones. Next up we have is the comedy, another 5 out of 5 stars. Casanova's Big Night with Bob Hope and Joan Fontaine. Adventure and comedy. A meek tailor thinks his wooing will be helped if he assumes the identity of the famous Casanova, who's deeply in debt. Casanova's Big Night. Cattle Queen of Montana. Drama and western. Sierra Nevada Jones must fight a villainous rancher to regain the land that is rightfully hers. Cattle Queen of Montana. Next up we have is the classic Creature from the Black Lagoon. Another 5 out of 5 stars. Horror, sci-fi, and thriller. A strange prehistoric beast lurks in the depths of the Amazonian jungle. A group of scientists try to capture the animal and bring it back to civilization for study. The Creature from the Black Lagoon is a sports show. Demetrius and the Gladiator. Action, drama, and history in CinemaScope. In 1st century Rome, Christian slave Demetrius is sent to fight in the gladiatorial arena, and Emperor Caligula seeks Jesus' robe for its alleged magical powers. Devil Girl from Mars. Horror and sci-fi. An uptight, leather-clad female alien, armed with a ray gun and accompanied by a menacing robot, comes to Earth to collect Earth's men as a breeding stock. Devil Girl from Mars. Dial M for Murder, Crime and Thriller. A former tennis star arranges the murder of his adulterous wife. Dial M for Murder is a 5 out of 5 film. Check it out. Drive a Crooked Road, Crime, Drama, and Mystery. An uptight car mechanic falls in love with the girlfriend of a gangster. This forces him to participate in the criminal underworld. Drive a Crooked Road, featuring the legendary Mickey Rooney. Elephant Walk, Adventure Drama. The young bride of a rich planter finds herself in the only white woman at Elephant Walk Tea Plantation, British Ceylon, featuring the legendary Elizabeth Taylor. Elephant Walk. Executive Suite, featuring William Holden, June Allison, and Barbara Stanwyck. Drama and Romance. When the head of a large manufacturing firm dies suddenly from a stroke, his vice presidents vie to see who will replace him. Executive Suite. This Island Earth. Horror, mystery, and sci-fi. Aliens come to Earth seeking scientists to help them in their war. This Island Earth. Supreme excitement of our time. Next up we have is the classic comedy, Genevieve. Two British couples pit their vintage automobiles against each other in an exciting cross-country race. Genevieve. Diana Sheridan, John Gregson, Kay Kendall, and Kenneth Moore. Genevieve. Godzilla. Horror and sci-fi. American nuclear weapons testing results in the creation of a seemingly unstoppable dinosaur-like beast. The original Godzilla, 1954. This is a true classic, one for the ages, and started a whole movie genre. Hell and High Water in CinemaScope. Action, adventure, and drama. During the Cold War, a scientific team refits a Japanese submarine and hires an ex-Navy officer to find a secret Chinese atomic island base and prevent a communist plot against America. His Majesty O'Keefe. Action, adventure, and biography. A Yankee sea captain has adventures in paradise trying to become an entrepreneur in Micronesia. His Majesty O'Keefe. Hobson's Choice. Comedy, drama, and romance. Widower Henry Hobson is a successful bookmaker and a tyrannical father of 3 daughters who all want to leave him by getting married. Hobson's Choice. Charles Laughton, John Mills, and Brenda DeBane. Human Desire. Comedy, drama, and romance. A Korean vet returns to his job as a railroad engineer and becomes involved in an affair with a co-worker's wife following a murder on a train where they met. Human Desire. It Should Happen to You. Comedy, drama, and romance. When a young woman with dreams of fame rents a billboard to advertise herself, her life changes overnight. It Should Happen to You. Judy Holliday. Next up we have is Johnny Guitar. Drama and Western. After helping a wounded gang member, a strong-willed female saloon owner is wrongly suspected of murder and bank robbery by a lynch mob. Johnny Guitar will not disappoint. Drama and Western. This movie is for the ages. Jungle Gent. Comedy and family. When the boys discover that Satch has a strange ability to sniff out diamonds, they hatch a scheme to make money out of it. Jungle Gents. The Bowery Boys are the best ever. Check them out. Knock on Wood, featuring the legendary Danny Kaye. Comedy. Discovering that a ventriloquist is traveling to Zurich, a spy ring hides secret plans in his dummy's head. When a second spy ring learns of the plans, they descend upon the ventriloquist. Knock on wood. It's a funny movie, you'll love it. Living It Up, featuring Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. Comedy and musical. An unsophisticated station master from provincial New Mexico fraudulently claims that he is dying in order to get an expense-paid dream tour of New York. Living It Up. Lucky Me, comedy, musical, and romance. Three struggling theatrical performers meet a famous songwriter who is trying to convince a wealthy oil man to finance a musical he is scripting. Lucky Me. Doris Day, Cummings, and Silvers. Magnificent Obsession. Drama and romance. A rich playboy whose recklessness inadvertently causes the death of a prominent doctor tries to make amends to his widow and falls for her in the process. Magnificent Obsession. Jay Wyman and Rock Hudson and Barbara Rush. Mambo. Drama. Silvana Mangano plays a young, poor Venetian woman, Giovanni Massetti. She is struggling with a difficult life as a shop assistant. Mambo. You'll love Mambo. Man with a Million. Comedy and romance. A part of a bet, two aristocrats offer a penniless American a loan without telling him that the amount is $1 million in the form of a single banknote. The £1 million note, featuring Gregory Peck. The King Mutiny, 5 out of 5 stars. Drama and war. When a U.S. naval captain shows signs of mental instability that jeopardizes the ship, the first officer is urged to consider relieving him of command. The King Mutiny. All-star cast. Awesome movie. On the Waterfront, another blockbuster. Crime, drama, and thriller. An ex-prize fighter turned New Jersey longshoreman struggles to stand up to his corrupt union bosses, including his older brother, as he starts to connect with the grieving sister. On the Waterfront, featuring Marlon Brando. Will not disappoint. Paris Playboys. Satch is the exact double of a famous French scientist who has invented a powerful rocket fuel. Enemy agents mistaken Satch for the scientist and attempt to kidnap him. Paris Playboys is a laugh a minute. Playgirl drama. A naive Nebraska girl dreams of success in New York, where she immerses herself in the glitzy, glamorous life of the nightlife, the nightclubs frequented by rich playboys. Playgirl, featuring Shelley Winters and Barry Sullivan. This movie is awesome. The Garden of Evil. Action, adventure, and drama. A trio of American adventurers marooned in rural Mexico are recruited by a beautiful woman to rescue her husband trapped in a cave in Apache territory. Gary Cooper, Susan Hayward, and Richard Widmark. Comedy and romance. While pursuing new companions, a former married couple keep running into one another all over town. Julie Holliday, Jack Lemmon, Jack Carson, and Kim Novak. Saskatchewan. Adventure, drama, and western. In 1877 Western Canada, a police inspector revolts against his inept commander, taking a safer route to the U.S. border in order to stop invading hostile Indians. Saskatchewan. Alan Ladd and Shelley Winters. Pushover. Crime, drama, and thriller. An undercover police officer falls for the beautiful mole of a bank robber on the run, and together they plan to double-cross the hood and the cops. Pushover will not disappoint. Next up we have is the classic Rear Window. James Stewart and Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window. A photographer in a wheelchair spies on his neighbors from his Greenwich Village courtyard apartment window and becomes convinced one of them has committed murder. Mystery and thriller. Rear Window. Ring of Fear. Adventure and mystery. The Clyde mating circus seems jinxed, falling victim again and again to apparent accidents, which are actually the acts of a murderous saboteur. Ring of Fear. Mickey Spillane Adventure Mystery. Another heartwarming movie is Sabrina. Comedy, drama, and romance. A playboy becomes interested in the daughter of his family chauffeur, but it's his more serious brother who would be the better fit for her. Humphrey Bogart, Audrey Hepburn, and William Holden. Sabrina. Salt of the Earth. Drama and history. Mexican workers at a zinc mine call a general strike. It is only though the solidarity of the workers and, importantly, the indomitable resolve of their wives. Drama, history. Salt of the Earth. Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Comedy, drama, and musical. In 1850 Oregon, when a backwoodsman brings a wife home to his farm, his six brothers decide that they want to get married too. Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Next up we have is the classic The Silver Chalice, or Silver Chalice, featuring Paul Newman. Paul Newman, in his screen debut, plays a first-century Greek sculptor who was sold into slavery. The Silver Chalice, drama and romance. Silverlode, drama and western. In Silverlode, Dan Ballard is arrested by four marshals for murder and theft, but he denies the charges and searches for the real culprit, even as the townsfolk start abandoning him. Silverlode, drama and western. Stormy, the Thoroughbred. Family. A live-action featurette made for Walt Disney by Larry Landsberg, who directed, produced, and also served as one of the cameramen, along with Floyd Crosby. Stormy, the Thoroughbred, is a family feature your family will love. Suddenly, featuring Frank Sinatra. Crime, drama, and thriller. In the city of Suddenly, three gangsters trap the Benson family in their home on the top of a hill nearby the railroad station, with the intention of killing the President of the United States. Suddenly, Frank Sinatra is brilliant. Susan Slept Here, comedy, drama, and romance. A Hollywood screenwriter takes in a runaway girl who's more woman than he can handle. Susan Slept Here. Next up we have is The Atomic Kid. A uranium prospector is eating a peanut butter sandwich in the desert, where atom bomb tests are being done. He becomes radioactive and helps the FBI break up an enemy spy ring. The Atomic Kid. Comedy and sci-fi. The Bounty Hunter with Randolph Scott. Drama and western. A bounty hunter hired by Pinkerton trails three unknown murderous train robbers to a town and finds a host of suspects. The Bounty Hunter, featuring Randolph Scott. The Bridges at Toko-Ri, blockbuster. Drama, romance, and war. Set during the Korean War, a Navy fighter pilot must come to terms with his own ambivalence towards the war and the fear of having to bomb a set of highly defended bridges. The Bridges at Toko-Ri. The Country Girl, drama and music. A director hires an alcoholic has-been and strikes up a stormy relationship with the actor's wife, who he believes is the cause of all the man's problems. The Country Girl, Bing Crosby, Grace Kelly, and William Holden. The Great Diamond Robbery, comedy and crime, featuring Red Skelton. A diamond cutter in search of his birth parents gets caught up with conmen who want to get their hands on a rare diamond. The Great Diamond Robbery is a laugh a minute. The High and the Mighty, action, adventure, and drama. When a commercial airliner develops engine problems on a trans-Pacific flight and the pilot loses his nerve, it is up to the washed-up co-pilot Dan Roman to bring the plane in safely. The High and the Mighty. The Long, Long Trailer. Nikki and Casey are going to be married. Nikki wants to save up money for a house, but Casey dreams of starting off with a wheel, a homeowner, a long trailer. Lucy Arnaz and Desi Arnaz. Next up we have is The Outcast, drama and western. Jet Cosgrove returns home to claim the ranch that was stolen from him after his father's death. The Outcast, featuring John Derek and Joan Evans. Next up we have is the classic thriller Them, a blockbuster, horror and sci-fi, and jump scare. The earliest atomic test in New Mexico caused common ants to mutate into giant man-eating monsters that threaten civilization. Them. There is no business like show business. Comedy, drama, and musical. Molly and Terry Donahue plus their 3 children are the 5 Donahue. Son Tim meets hat check girl Vicky, and the family act begins to fall apart. There is no business like show business. 3 coins in a fountain. 3 American women working in Rome, Italy, share a spacious apartment and the desire to find love and marriage, each experiencing a few bumps in their journey to romance. Clifton Webb, Dorothy McGuire, Jean Peters, Louis Jordan, and Maggie McNamara. Cash on delivery. Under a complicated bequest from her uncle, Myrtle stands to inherit $2 million if her ex-husband doesn't have any male heirs on the way. Comedy. Cash on delivery. Next up we have is Vera Cruz. Action, adventure, and drama and western. During the Mexican Rebellion of 1866, an unsavory group of American adventurers are hired by the forces of Emperor Maximilian to escort a countess to Vera Cruz. Vera Cruz. The story of Vicky. England in the 19th century, young Victoria is crowned to be the Queen of England. She aims to do her best in order to help her country prosper. However, the family has other plans. The story of Vicky. Comedy, history, and romance. Another classic, White Christmas, featuring Bing Crosby. Comedy, musical, and romance. This is the movie where you first hear the song Jingle Bells. A successful song and dance team become romantically involved with a sister act and team up to save the family Vermont Inn of their former commanding general. Women's World, drama and romance. An executive plans to fill a high-ranking position by interviewing the candidates' wives. Women's World, June Allison, Van Heflin, and Lauren Bacall. Young at Heart, drama, music, and romance. The lives and romance of 3 sisters in a musical family. The youngest daughter's life is complicated by the subsequent arrival of a charming composer and a cynical music arranger. Young at Heart. Next up we have is 3 Ring Circus, comedy. Jerry and Pete are 2 friends with no money looking for a job. They finally find one as workers in a circus, but Jerry has different dreams. He wants to be a clown. 3 Ring Circus. Apache, an action, adventure, and drama. Refusing to let himself be resettled on a Florida reservation, Masai, an Apache warrior, escapes his captors and returns to his homeland to become a peaceful farmer. Apache. Action, adventure, and drama. Athena, comedy, drama, and fantasy. The story about 2 sisters in love. Everything should be wonderful, but father doesn't approve of his daughter's physically underdeveloped finances. And fiancé. Athena, Jane Powell, and Edmund Porum. Attila. Attila, the leader of the barbarian Huns and called by the Romans the Scourge of God, sweeps onto the Italian peninsula, defeating all of the armies of Rome. Attila. Biography, drama, and history. Next thing we have is Beau Brummel. Biography, drama, and history. In 1796, Captain George Byron Beau Brummel of the 10th Royal Hussars Regiment offends the Prince of Wales with his straightforward outspokenness and gets fired from the army. Beau Brummel. Betrayed. Clark Gable, Lana Turner, and Victor Mature. A Dutch intelligence officer recruits an allied woman to act as liaison with dashing resistance leader the Scarf for a British attack on Armagh. Betrayed. Black Widow. Drama, mystery, and thriller. A young writer insinuates herself into the life of a Broadway producer. Ginger Rogers, Van Heflin, Gene Tierney, and George Raft, Black Widow. The Black Shield of Falworth, adventure, history, and romance. Peasant Miles Falworth is trained for knighthood and is groomed by various nobles to defeat the evil Earl of Alban, who's plotting to usurp King Henry IV's throne. The Black Shield of Falworth, featuring Tony Curtis and Janet Leigh. Again, The Black Shield. Broken Lance, the saga of the Devereaux rancher family set in 1880s Arizona. Broken Lance, adventure, drama, and western. Next up we have is Crossed Swords. Adventure. Adventurer sets out to save Princess Father's kingdom. Featuring Errol Flynn and Gina Lola Brigida. Crossed Swords. Adventure. You'll love this movie, and it's a bombshell. Blockbuster. You'll love it. Next up we have is Desiree, or Desiree. Biography, drama, and history. The rise and fall of Napoleon Bonaparte, Emperor of France. Desiree. Marlon Brando, Gene Simmons, Merle Oberon, and Michael Renee. Desiree. Next that we have is Flame and the Flesh. American woman in Europe, romance by local gigolo, problems ensue. Drama, music, and mystery. Flame and the Flesh. Piper Angeli and Carlos Thompson. Next up we have is Green Fire, adventure and drama. In Colombia, mining engineer Rian Mitchell discovers Carrero, the lost emerald mine of the Conquistadores, but has to contend with notorious local bandit El Moro's gang. Green Fire, Stuart Granger and Grace Kelly. Green Fire. The Lone Gun. In Texas, drifter Cruz becomes the marshal of the town of Marpine, but he must face the murderous Moran brothers alone when the scared town refuses to back him up. The Lone Gun. This movie is a scorcher. It's very good. Night People. Gregory Peck and Broderick Crawford. During the Cold War, an American soldier is abducted in West Berlin, sparking a recovery effort led by Colonel Steve Van Dyke. Adventure, crime, and mystery. Night People. Next up we have is Phantom of the Rue Morgue. Crime, horror, and music. When several women are found mutilated and murdered, the Paris police are baffled as to who the killer may be. Crime, horror, and music. Phantom of the Rue Morgue is a thriller with lots of jump scares. The Boy from Oklahoma. Drama and western. Corrupt Mayor Barney Turlock appoints lawyer wannabe Greenhorn Tom Brewster as sheriff, but regrets his choice when Brewster becomes efficient at fighting crime and solves many murders. The Boy from Oklahoma. Prince Valiant. Action, adventure, and drama. A young Viking prince strives to become a knight in King Arthur's court and restore his exiled father to his rightful throne. Action, adventure, and drama, Prince Valiant. In Technicolor. Pushover. Crime, drama, and thriller. The undercover police officer falls for the beautiful mole of a bank robber on the run, and together they plan to double-cross the hood and the cops. Pushover. Fred MacMurray and Kim Novak. Red Garters. Action, drama, and musical. A man visits a frontier town seeking to avenge his brother's murder. Red Garters. This movie is a scorcher. You'll love it, featuring Rosemary Clooney. Red Garters will not disappoint. Next up we have is Rhapsody, featuring Elizabeth Taylor and Vittorio Gassman. Drama, musical, and romance. Spoiled heiress Louise Durant decides to leave the comfort of her father's estate in southern France to study piano at the Music Conservatory. Rhapsody. Riding Shotgun, drama, and western. When a stagecoach guard tries to warn a town of an imminent raid by a band of outlaws, the people mistake him for one of the gang. Riding Shotgun, featuring Randolph Scott. River of No Return, action, adventure, and drama. The titular river unites a farmer recently released from prison, his young son, and an ambitious saloon singer, featuring Robert Mitchum and Marilyn Monroe. River of No Return will not disappoint. Next up we have is Secret of the Incas, action, adventure. An adventurer searches for hidden treasure in the Peruvian jungle. Secret of the Incas, featuring Charlton Heston, Robert Young, Nicole Murray, Thomas Mitchell, and Ima Sumac. Secret of the Incas. The Country Girl, with Bing Crosby, Grace Kelly, and William Holden. A director hires an alcoholic has-been and strikes up a stormy relationship with the actor's wife, who he believes is the cause of all the man's problems. You love drama? You'll love The Country Girl. It will not disappoint. The Far Country, drama, romance, and western. A self-minded adventurer locks horns with a crooked lawman while driving cattle to Dawson. The Far Country, James Stewart, Ruth Roman, Corinne Calvert, and Walter Brennan. Far Country. The Last Time I Saw Paris, drama and romance. An American journalist returns to Paris, a city that gave him true love and deep grief. The Last Time I Saw Paris, with Elizabeth Taylor, Van Johnson, Walter Pidgeon, and Donna Reed. The movie's a scorcher. The Long Wait, adventure, crime, and drama. An amnesiac finally learns his true identity as a murder suspect, and he doesn't even know whether he is guilty. Vicky Spillane's The Long Wait. Now it's my turn for revenge. The Long Wait. The Purple Plane, adventure, drama, and war. In World War II Burma, a Canadian bomber pilot becomes reckless after losing his bride in a Luftwaffe air raid. The Purple Plane, featuring Gregory Peck. Adventure, drama, and war. Next up we have is 3 Hours to Kill, drama and western. Framed for murder, Jim Guthrie barely escapes lynching by the town mob, becomes a wanted fugitive for 3 years, but returns to find the real killer. 3 Hours to Kill. Dana Andrews and Donna Reed. The man with the rope scar around his neck. Journey to Italy. An unhappily married couple attempts to find direction and insight while vacationing in Naples. Journey to Italy. This movie is good. Features Ingrid Bergman. If you like Ingrid Bergman, you'll love this movie. Next up we have is Young at Heart. Drama, music, and romance. The lives and romances of 3 sisters in a musical family. The youngest daughter's life is complicated by the subsequent arrival of a charming composer and a cynical musical arranger. Young at Heart, with Doris Day and Frank Sinatra. This movie is exquisite. Those are the films, the best films of 1954. What do you think about the films of 1954? We're getting into blockbusters, romance, a lot of musicals, some outer space thrillers, a lot of World War II movies, alien invasion, and so forth and so on. A lot of movies in Technicolor, CinemaScope. And 1954 was a great year for movies. If there's any movies I left out, let me know below. We'll try to cover them in another video. Alright, I'm Tony. Thanks for watching Yesteryear. And today, I'll see you all in the next video. And thank you everybody for watching.